burglary warning, the clever way some SoCal thieves are getting around security systems, and what you can do to protect your home. Fireproof your house, tips to make your place safer from wildfires. Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. More on those stories coming up in a moment. But first, embattled City Council member Kevin De Leon continues to ask for forgiveness. He sat down for an interview with our Spanish language sister station, Telemundo 52.
I am ready to do the hard work to heal my community, but I want to say from the bottom of my heart that I really want to apologize because I failed. I failed to stop that meeting because I didn't raise my voice and stop the conversation.
De Leon sent a letter to newly installed Council President Paul Krikorian, which was obtained by the LA Times. He asked that he be excused from attending meetings in the coming weeks so that he can focus on healing. We're also hearing from two developers who say they will no longer work with De Leon. They're leading a $1.5 billion project in downtown LA. Don Peebles and Victor McFarland hope to build a two-tower Angel's Landing right next to Angel's Flight Trolley. It'll be the largest building ever done by African-American developers in the country. Peebles and McFarland called the leaked audio recordings offensive and painful.
It was illuminating because it indicated that he thought of us as less than.
I refuse personally to work with racists or racist enablers.
They believe city leaders can push the project forward even without De Leon. Students at John Marshall High School in Los Feliz are angry about violent attacks on campus. Students at the school protested by holding a walkout Thursday. Two teens were stabbed there on Wednesday, and students tell us there have been other violent incidents.
You don't feel safe like at your own school, like when they tell you like, oh, we're taking the proper procedures to do this and that, and then like they don't fulfill what they say that they're gonna do.
The school held a meeting Thursday night to talk to parents about what happened. Our cameras were not allowed at that meeting. The district did tell us that additional police have been assigned on campus. The risk of a major wildfire this fall is very real. That's why homeowners are being urged to fireproof their property now. NBC4's Angie Crouch shows us how.
You've got a lot of brickwork here, which is excellent.
Kelly Levy is getting a free evaluation to identify fire dangers around her Calabasas property. Just 4 years ago, her family had to evacuate when the Woolsey fire burned 96,000 acres all around her neighborhood, killing 3 people and destroying more than 1,600 structures.
We do know friends that lost everything, and it can happen to you.
They're inside or outside.
Levy is getting help from a nonprofit called EPIC, which sends CAL FIRE trained experts like Brian Cameron to assess properties and recommend ways to reduce fire risk.
As I'm looking at your roof, you've got the tile is terrific.
Cameron praises Levy's fireproof concrete tile roof, but spots gutters with no leaf guards, which can go up in flames if a flying ember falls in and hits dry brush. He says 80% of the damage done in the Woolsey fire was caused by flying embers.
What we recommend is either putting in leaf guards or alternatively just getting up there with a broom a couple times a year and cleaning it out.
I'll get my husband on that.
Along with trimming trees and hedges and getting rid of a wooden trellis covered in vine, Cameron recommends whenever there's a red flag warning, Levy should remove outdoor furniture cushions and propane tanks for her grill. Levy says she had no idea her property had so many hazards.
I think you become immune to your own backyard, and I didn't see some of the fire hazards that I do have, and I'm going to get on them right away.
There are similar free programs all around Southern California. So if you'd like to learn how to protect your home from future fires, you can contact your local fire department or CAL FIRE. In Calabasas, Angie Crouch, NBC4 News.
There's a storm heading our way, and that means a dip in temperatures. Meteorologist Belen De Leon times it out in your first alert forecast.
Hi, Robin. Well, you can dust off the crock pot. We're headed towards soup weather this weekend. A big change from where we were earlier this week. Look at the trend in Moreno Valley. We're going to have 82 on Friday, a comfortable end to the work week. But over the weekend, we're going to need the sweaters. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 60s. Now, here's the reason why. We're going to have a storm system that drops out of the Pacific Northwest. It moves into the Great Basin. We're going to be on the southern edge of this system, but it's going to cause a lot of changes for us. Now, here's just a few of my storm notes. We're going to have a cooling and gloomy Saturday, and we're going to get a chance for some rain. It's not going to be a whole lot. In fact, accumulations will be less than 1/4 of an inch. I'm not looking at the chance for any mudslides, debris flows, or thunderstorms. But if you live in the mountains and deserts, you're going to get some strong winds, gusts up to 60 miles per hour. Snow level will be high above 8,000 feet, but we could see a dusting of snow on some slopes. So there you go. We're heading back to fall. Get ready and enjoy.
There's now reward in a deadly home invasion in Woodland Hills that happened nearly 3 months ago. 81-year-old Okja Kim was murdered and her body was burned. That happened August 2nd, and there aren't any new leads. Councilman Bob Blumenfield and the LAPD announced a $50,000 reward to find the person responsible for her murder.
We need your help. This was monstrous. This was disgusting, and this needs to be stopped.
I can honestly say that in my entire career, I don't think I've ever seen such a senseless and brutal act of murder.
If you have any information on the case, call the LAPD. A warning about a sudden rise in residential burglaries. Police say the spike in Los Angeles, Orange, and Ventura counties have one thing in common. Detectives believe they're connected to a South American theft ring. In this Huntington Harbor neighborhood, there have been 20 burglaries so far this year. Police say the pattern is similar to the Chilean burglary rings that we covered in Simi Valley back in 2019. The criminals rent cars to blend into the neighborhood. They break in during the evening hours on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, but never from the first floor.
We have cameras, we have a security system, we have a dog, we have gates in front of our house. We thought we were doing all the right things. They entered on a second floor bathroom window. We didn't have that window armed, with the alarm.
Police are encouraging homeowners to keep a light on or a TV on if you leave, so burglars think that there's someone in the house. Also, make sure that your alarm system protects the second floor. We're getting a dramatic look at video showing the terrifying moments when Alhambra police officers pulled a driver out of a burning car.
Hey, can you get out? Get out of the car! Come on, man. Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
This happened Thursday morning on North Atlantic Boulevard. Officers got on scene and found that the car had crashed and caught fire. The driver was pulled to safety and taken to a hospital. He's expected to survive. Starting next year, the COVID-19 vaccine may become a regular part of children's immunization schedule. A CDC advisory panel voted unanimously, and the CDC is expected to sign off. When that happens, the coronavirus vaccine will be added to the CDC's recommended immunization schedule, along with other childhood vaccines, such as polio, measles, and flu. That doesn't mean the COVID vaccine will be mandatory. Local jurisdictions and school districts are free to make their own vaccine requirements. The Clippers took the victory against their purple and gold rivals in the Lakers home opener. Clippers star Kawhi Leonard did not start the game because he's recovering from a knee injury. Well, instead, he came off the bench. The Lakers tried to take advantage and tie the game at the half, but their shooting went cold late in the game. The Clippers won this one 103-97. Taylor Swift fans are buzzing about her new album. It's called Midnights, and she put it out early Friday. The album includes 13 songs Swift hopes form a full picture of the intensities of the midnight hour. Swift later dropped 7 more songs, calling them her 3 a.m. tracks from the vault. I'm sure many of you are binge watching some spooky movies to get ready for Halloween. Can you guess the top kids' Halloween movie in California?
You could stay here forever. There's one tiny little thing we need to do. Black is traditional.
It's Coraline. Maybe it's those button eyes, but the movie was the most searched in 11 states, including California. Coming out on top nationwide is Scooby-Doo. It was the most searched movie in 13 states. Other top movies include Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town, and Beetlejuice. Personally, Friday the 13th. The Halloween movies are my favorite. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout your morning commute. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.